What's going on, everyone? Talen here with Talen Collects Figures, and we are back with another figure here. And if you watched my previous video, I went over my first Iron Studios figure, and this is going to be my second one. I got both of them at the same time here, around the end of August 2021. They were a little bit delayed. They were supposed to be released around May of 2021, so a little bit of delay there, probably in production or getting some of the materials or something like that. But either way, I have them now. So today we're going to be looking at this Emma Frost figure, and when I saw this one, I just really wanted the figure just because I really liked the look of the figure. She just looks really cool in this pose here. I like the outfit, and yeah, I pretty much liked everything about the pictures for this figure. So hopefully she's going to live up to the pictures and actually look just as good in person here. As you saw, I just did my Poison Ivy video, and just like I was kind of dreading for the 1/10 scale, I'm usually not very happy with the faces on the 1/10 scale, and that did kind of happen with that Poison Ivy figure. It wasn't as happy with the face as I was hoping I was going to be. The rest of the figure was amazing, but the face, I don't know, it's just something about the one being in the 1/10 scale that I just don't like. I guess that scale for the face, they just look a little awkward to me. I haven't really been able to pinpoint if it's the detail or just the size of the face that makes them look a little, I don't know, awkward to me is I guess the best word I can say for it. But anyway, here we have Emma. So Emma, again, from Iron Studios. I pre-ordered her on Iron Studios' own website. She retails for $160, so she's actually a little bit more than the Poison Ivy figure that I got. Again, she was like $15 to ship, so I paid quite a bit for her. So I paid like $180, I think, after tax and shipping. Something around that area, which is more than I like to pay for figures. But again, I just really wanted a Emma Frost figure. I don't have any Emma Frost figures in my collection right now, and I really do like Emma Frost as a character. So when I saw this one here for a reasonable price, considering some of the prices for other Emma Frost figures out there, because those are mainly like 1/4 scale figures, so they're like $600 to $800, which is not something I'm willing to pay. So this one was a happy medium in terms of the price, but I really wish it was like 1/8 scale, because I really like 1/8 scale figures. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, so let's see what Emma Frost looks like. Let's get her out of the box here and see what she's got in person. Okay, well, I think I see we have some assembly required. The Poison Ivy figure came fully pre-assembled. There was no parts to it, but Emma's in, what is this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts or something? All right, well, I mean, let's see if we get her put together. Okay, so we have a base here. So she's part of a bigger collection, because they have a diorama or like a scene where like all of the X-Men are fighting the Sentinels, and it's right in front of Xavier's manor. And here is part of his mansion being destroyed. We have pieces of a Sentinel here. So yeah, of course I'm not getting all of the figures for the diorama there because it's super expensive, but I'm getting a select few that I like, which Emma Frost was part of it. We have her cape here, and then we've got her body, each of her hands, and then the head. So let's go ahead and start putting her back together. Okay, so we put Emma together here. So here's what she looks like, which I do really like the look of the figure. She does feel a little lower quality than the Poison Ivy figure. The materials don't seem to feel as good for this particular figure, even though she costs more money, which is a little weird. But there's great detail, which is something I do like. You can see all the detail in the clothes, in the outfit. and in the face here. So this particular face I actually like, so that's good. So this is a 1/10 scale figure that has a face on it that I really like. She has what I was complaining about on the Poison Ivy figure not having, which is more makeup, or more, I guess, depth to the actual face there, with like more shadowing and that kind of stuff going on, which I think really brings out the face and looks really good. The one thing that I am not happy about with this figure is how the head, how the figure basically goes together. All this is super loose. Like the arms, like this one feels like it's about to fall off right here if I like do any kind of movements or touches on it. So I feel like I need to like glue the arms in place just to have them feel more sturdy. But the head, I don't like how it attaches. You can see this seam right here, which is really annoying. I don't like this seam right there that you can kind of see where it doesn't kind of meet naturally with the neck and the kind of jawbone right there. Just looks very awkward. But luckily, I mean, you should be seeing her from more of a distance. You should see her in this particular direction, because you're probably going to have the figure facing this way here. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue unless you actually go up and look for actually like inspect, I guess, the figure a little more closely. But yeah, overall, I do like the figure. Again, I don't know if I'd really would normally pay that much for this figure. She doesn't feel to be up to the quality of maybe a $160 figure, but hey, there's not a lot of Emmas out there. The paint job is really well done. The details really well done. Again, the quality I'm not super happy with. The fitting with the joints I'm not super happy with. So there's a few things that I don't like, but overall the actual look of the figure, if I just have her like kind of just sitting here on the desk and that kind of stuff, I'm actually really happy with that. I do really like her actual look when I'm just looking at her from a distance. So if I have her displayed somewhere, very happy with that. But as soon as you get up to the figure, if you like handle the figure at all, if you start to inspect some of the parts on the figure, then I start being not as happy about my purchase or the figure here. But luckily she will be on display, so I shouldn't be having her anywhere where I'm like, just a couple feet away from her, so I can kind of see like this annoying seam right here on the neck. So hopefully it won't be bugging me too much. But let's go ahead and put her on the base here. The base, on the other hand, feels a lot heavier and a lot more high quality than the actual figure herself. So there we go. We can plop her in. So there she goes. Fits nicely onto the base here. So let's go ahead and get her set up here and spin her around a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Maybe this will be a little bit of a better angle for you to see her at. So this is kind of be more of what you would actually see if she was on display. And again, a lot of the stuff that I was pointing out that I didn't like about the figure, you cannot notice when she's like this. Like even that neck seam, since there's so much shadowing going on in there, you don't actually see it. But of course, when you pick up the figure, you kind of tilt her so you can look around that area, then of course you're going to see that. But overall, like I said, on display she looks amazing. I really am happy with how she looks just kind of being on display here. But again, I feel like they should have done a little bit more with how the parts fit together. These joints just feel so loose that I'm really going to have to glue or do something to keep them in place a little bit better, because they're probably just going to end up falling out. Maybe this one will be fine just because of the angle, because there's a peg going out that way, so it's kind of resting on that. This one here is just hanging on by a thread, so any movements or it'll get looser over time or something like that will just fall right off. Yeah, but overall, like I said, I'm happy with how she displays, so I can't complain too much about the little nitpicking details. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. Again, let me know if any of you have any Iron Studios figures, but that's going to be it. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.